we're going to do Sac County, and we are going to do male vacant. Some of these are the same. What I wanted to do is let me go back to my list here. There's a way for you to also exclude your previous list. So I go to my pre-foreclosures, or my vacant one here, and what if you did this, guys? If you're just looking, let's say you don't want pre-foreclosures, you're just looking for abandoned properties. Just jump out that. Take pre-foreclosures out of it, and now you have 31 properties. 3,100 properties that are abandoned, not getting mail. You can in the county. You can really narrow it down. But let's go back to property status type. What do you mean? Tons and tons of money on it.
Based on this, you've determined that they're vacant, and then you mail, and they actually do turn out to be vacant. You actually do get a deal, and that's happened more than once, something like that. So in other words, you've used it and it's worked and it's been accurate.
The one we just closed. Yeah. I just found another one that I'm currently tracking down right now. It's very accurate. So I haven't shared it with you. You're in my market, man.
I've known about it, but like I said. So if you're finding out that they're not getting mail, do you have to skip trace them to find out where you can send a mail to, or do you try to call them or contact them personally somehow? Or are you still going to try to send?
We're going to skip trace it, yeah. So here's what I wanted to show you. I didn't do it right, guys. So we did site vacant, right? So I'm going to exclude site vacant, and we're going to go to owner, and we're going to go mailing address, and we're going to go mailing vacant. Yes. And then I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to go back to criteria. I'm going to go back down to my data at the very bottom, and I'm going to go to lists, and I'm going to go exclude list. And the list that I'm going to exclude is going to be the Sac County vacant pre-foreclosure. So now the vacant pre-foreclosure list that we know that according to this, it's vacant houses. I'm now going to exclude that list from the site vacant, which means that the mailing address is no longer valid. And it says that we have 10 properties, 10 different properties that we can now go after. So aside from the 22, we have an additional 10, 32. Does that make sense so far?
And those are ones where the mail's not going, so either it is owner occupied and it's vacant, or it's not owner occupied and wherever they're living, wherever the mailing is going is vacant.
Yep. And my experience has shown me that those people usually are dead. Not always the case, but that they're deceased. They're not getting mail anywhere. And those are properties to go after. What I have not been able to figure out is how many multiple properties are going to the same mailing address. Like if someone owns multiple properties. Because I would then focus on that person or that estate or whatever, because I'm like, well, it's like, same amount of effort, multiple bang for my buck. So, I mean, I'm hoping you're seeing the value in this right now. You can spend, 15 minutes, and now you have some serious leads to go after instead of driving all over town trying to figure this stuff out. Extremely, extremely helpful.
You know what they use in Texas, or what's available in Texas?
They use Propelio in Texas. No, it's only in Texas. It's only available only in Texas. That's how Property Radar started. It only started in California only. And it used to be called Foreclosure Radar. So the cool thing about this is you can see where these are at. 8 of them are down in not quite Oak Park, but Oak Park area. All right here, guys. It's all in the hood. I mean, you got some over here, Broadway, and I mean, this is definitely a hood. 34th Street.
Yeah.
People are buying. This is right by Sac High. These are good houses, actually. If you know that area, they're doing.
A couple of decent areas in there.
Yeah, they've actually revitalized that area quite a bit. So anyway, any questions on Zillow, or it's not Zillow, on pre-foreclosure? And
That is, it does work in Nevada, Washington.
it does. Let's do it right now. I'll show you. Get out of here. Oh, I'm wrong, Pierre. No, it does not. I mean, you can do.
Yeah, it does Arizona.
Well, no, I know it's in Nevada, but I'm trying to like get rid of the state here. I'll have to call them on that, and see if. Yeah. There we go.
Right, just refresh the page, probably blog it out.
No, I wonder if make a list. I'll call them and find out.
If you go all the way to the right and hit reset, will that clear that out?
It might. I wonder if they only have mailing lists for California. California's like their beta test for everything. And they just allowed this to come out. The vacant property stuff. You should be able to search. No, you should be able to have your own criteria in your list in. I haven't done carrier routes. When I was like
Carrier route, how's it show?
the mail postal carrier. So you can find out where these carriers go and like take them to lunch or dinner or something like that. I have had it in other areas. I've had the guys tell me which ones are vacant properties, but I had a sign in my car decided to buy houses. I've done that before where I rolled up in my Nissan Sentra. I'm like, hey man, where are the vacant houses at? They're thinking like I'm like looking to like case a joint out and rob it. So these guys are very, very protective.
Postal carrier drove by my house and saw me outside of my car with my sign on the car and said,
Uh-huh.
hey, I'm a courier and I help some other flippers and stuff find properties. And give me his card. So
He knows where the money's coming from.
That's right, man. Well, what I did was, and I got my lady all mad at me. So I had these. You guys know what drop bills are? It's like it looks like $100 bill. You pick it up and you open. It's like it just basically says I buy houses and stuff like that. So people are like, I used to drop them all the time in Walmart. People start fighting over it. And they realize it's garbage. Like, oh man, jeez, yeah. So they got all mad. But I used to put it in my I put it in my mailbox. A little note that says, I got five more. I got 5 real ones for you if you let me know where the vacant houses are at. She wrote back a letter. Stop bribing a federal postal worker. This is like she was like all high and mighty and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, she finally told me if I don't remove the money, the lookalike money from the mail receptacle, that she will no longer deliver our mail to our house. So I know, right? All right, so I'm in Nevada right now. So Wasso,
Oh, how'd you get that?
I reset it like you said. Yeah, I was like, oh man, here's your money back, dude. No, I'm just kidding. So Washoe, that we said?
Yep.
All right, so same thing. Criteria, we're just going to do property, type, real basic. We're going to do single family residence. And we're going to do status, site vacant, yes. And then we're going to do also foreclosure, the status, the stage, third party, and bam. 14 properties. So we're going to make this list real fast. And we're just going to call it Washoe County Vacant Pre-Foreclosure. I want you to know, we're only on number 2 of ways to find properties. Just so you know. All right, we went through probate, now we're getting into pre-foreclosures. We still got other ways for me to teach you how to find these properties. So this will be the last one that we do. And then go from there.